On New Year's Eve, the tenure of City School Superintendent Dr. Bolgen Vargas comes to an end.
In an exclusive interview, we wanted to know what he thinks he did best, what he did worse, and what responsibility he takes for not significantly improving the number of students who graduate in the district. This is Berkeley Brings New York State Exposed Education report tonight. Bert.
Hey, Scott, we're going to spend the next 2.5 minutes holding one of the most powerful educators in our area accountable. Superintendent Bolgen Vargas says you're not going to get better test scores and better graduation rates unless you have kids showing up for class and staying in class longer. And he thinks that's where he did his best work. What would you say is your best accomplishment?
I would say ending the sad reality that our students used to receive the least amount of instructional time.
Superintendent Vargas says, why would students with the most needs get less class time? He says he added 3 weeks of instruction.
In this school today, our children are going to be here past 3 o'clock, and they're going to be learning and reading and doing a lot of stuff that our students need.
And that wasn't happening when you arrived?
None at all.
The concerns for parents like Heather Berglund, who has a second grader at School 34, is that the good things she's seeing go away when Vargas goes away.
I really want to make sure that what's going on right now with the pushing for attendance and the pushing with the reading continues.
Your biggest regret?
I would say that it's just the resistance that we have in this organization. I wasn't able to break through.
So who's to blame for that?
I think that in an organization you have history, you have legacy.
The superintendent deals with 5 different unions at central office and a system that still closes school during the summer. I would have thought you said your biggest regret is the major metrics by which you're measured haven't improved rapidly, like graduation.
Of course, but graduation rate, when you know, and I always have been honest around graduation rate, you can't improve graduation rate unless we get our children to school. At
School 34, where I spoke to the superintendent, the principal tracks attendance outside the main office. At the critical second grade level, attendance has gone up slightly. Let's focus on attendance for a moment. Every year we watch Superintendent Vargas go door to door looking for kids skipping school. When he arrived, Vargas says the school district had a policy where if a teacher did not take attendance, the students were automatically considered present. That's what happened with a 14-year-old named Taekwon Rivera,
who was enlisted as one of our students, but for 2 years he didn't show up and no one knew where he was.
In 2009, Rivera tried to murder Rochester police officer Anthony DePonzio. Rivera was convicted and is now in prison.
And the reality is that the organization have been designed to receive the result that we're getting today.
Superintendent Vargas says he has fixed the attendance system. At 6 o'clock, we are going to focus on the graduation rate. It is still lower than Buffalo, Syracuse, and Albany. And if you want to deliver a message to the superintendent, you can talk to him directly next Thursday night at the school board meeting. Public comment starts at 6:30. You have to call 262-8525 to get on the speaker list. Jenna?
He certainly has pushed for increased attendance. Dr. Vargas stays on as advisor now until the end of June, so the question is, what's he going to do next?
Well, he told me that he's looking for something in education, but he wouldn't be specific. I think he's debating whether or not he stays here to try to get a job or he moves outside the city, outside the area, to get another job.
All right, Berkeley Bring, thank you. Talk to you later on at 6 o'clock.